Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it away first. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Line gets set, first down. On the ground, it's Morrison. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This Red River rivalry has such a history of great finishes, and the Longhorns pulled that one out last year, David.
Yeah, they found a way to get it done. And listen, this rivalry means so much. You think OU Jesse's hurt a little?
And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. It wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Smashes through. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The hand to the running back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking for room, it's Morrison. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Walters. Release to the back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And I love working the slot receiver. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running is complete.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooner.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Hawaii. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
They'll try the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They're trying to get to him. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. He wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. Ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
Oklahoma 14, Texas 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily...
He got it! They will score! Touchdown, Longhorns! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas.
Fair catch, called for and made. Comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pulled the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so it's pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They'll try to add another to their lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and go celebrate with your plays.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Got his man quickly. At the 45 on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They'll give it to him again. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the single back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. It's a draw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Morrison. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They've been running it, but now the pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And chunk play.
First down.
For the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gets rid of it. It's caught. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with a halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Looking to move it through the air. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Slings it downfield. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. What a catch and run for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll call for the fair catch here. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He finds his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Going up top on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. Bounced off his feet.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is, Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. It's Winston.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to pass it on second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
He's going to fire deep. And he's got it at the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The back goes in motion, turning to the running game on first and goal. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on. And oh man, there's some burnt orange getting nervous in here, thinking of the 2000, the 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? It's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circle this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They move the tight end all over. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to get it himself. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got a man. It's Winston. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the thing.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads it left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Off the play fake. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we played 3 quarters here.
Oklahoma, 35. Texas, 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Flushed out of the pocket. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This guy just gives you that. He's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front seven defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Quarterback checking the play.
Razor. Timber.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws for the tight end. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Now on the option. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Steps away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Might be looking to run. He throws one to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making it perfect.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. On the option. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The give to the tailback. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
At the 8-yard line. Brings up 4th down.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. The give to the fullback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these. Nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Handoff to the fullback. Jumped on top of the pile.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Underneath Tulsa coverage, got it deep downfield. Nothing but green ahead. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Texas.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Wide open, and it's a foot race. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. So they've put themselves in position to run out the clock and win this game if they can just execute here, Jesse.
Yeah, you can't get lazy or lackadaisical either on offense here. Your sense of urgency has to be high. You've got to execute plays and force the opponent here to use their timeouts, David.
Execute easy plays. Run the football, make them use their last 2 timeouts, and then you don't have anything else to worry about in this football game.
This rivalry is always full of passion. It brings out the best in both teams, but today, Oklahoma a little bit